Good morning. Welcome back to the lecture series of Patent IP Administration IP Act. Hello, I'm Dr. Husna from SNS College of Technology. Today I'll be exploring about very important topic of IP, the scope of patentability. In that, where I'll be discussing about sections of patent, what cannot be patent of Section 3 Act and Section 3 and 4 of Patent Act. So now let's explore what cannot be patented under the Section 3 of ACTA. According to Section 3A, excludes the furious inventions, meaning those that are contrary to well-established natural laws. So natural laws cannot be patented. For example, if the machine claims that it can deliver the 100% of efficiency, the perceptually the motor motion, machines that keeps running without energy input. We know from the science that these are impossible. So granting a patent for such claims would be like meaningless. This ensures the patent are only for practically, scientifically valid inventions. Now the section 3b, which excludes the inventions whose commercial exploitations would be contrary to public order or morality or harmful to humans, animals, plants, or the environment. Which it includes the examples of gambling machines, the device for housebreaking and biological warfare material, weapons of destructions, Terminator gene technology, which make the seed of sterile and forces the farmer to buy them very easy. Such inventions, while technically possible, are not patentable because they threaten the society and ethics. This is where the patent law balances the innovations with the human values. So now let's take the section 3b, which is an commercial exploitations or primary use of the inventions. These sections would cause a serious prejudice or which it can be threatened for our human health, animal, plants, or the environment, which cannot be patentable. In other words, if the inventions which it threats to the public safety, morality, or ecological balance, it must not be granted as patent, even if it is technically novel. Let's go through this some example. It's very let's make it very clear, like biological warfare material or the device. They are the dangerous technology designed to harm the populations. Even though they may have the scientifically advancement, their uses is too destructive, then the human and hence they cannot be patented. Weapons of mass destructions is like nuclear weapons, chemical or biological weapons are excluded for some reasons. This law ensures that the patents are not used to promote or commercialize inventions that endanger the humanity. Terminator gene technology. This is a gene modification in seeds that makes them sterile after one harvest. It forces the farmers to buy the new seeds every season, which could be harm the food security and biodiversity. Diversity. So such technology are non-patentable in India. And embryonic stem cell based technologies, the invention that exploits the human embryos, which it raises a serious ethical and moral concern because of their impact on human life and dignity. They exclude this under the section 3b. So the essence of section 3b is this: the patent or granted only the inventions serve society positively. If an inventions, no matter how innovative, but it threatens the health, safety, environment, it cannot be protected under the patent law. This reflects the Indian commitment to balancing the technologies and progress with ethics and public safety and environmental sustainability. So now let's look a very specific application of section 3b, which deals with the genetically modification organism or GMO. This law says that the patents are excluded from on GMOs if their commercial exploitation is like contrary to the public order or the morality, or the harmful to human, animals and plants, or damaging to the environment. This is the important safeguard because a GMO or powerful technology that can have both positive and negative consequence. For example, if genetically modified crop threatens biodiversity and endangers the farmer's livelihood, then granting a patent on it would be against the public interest. That's why the India exclude such patents. But here the important effect is only those GMO whose does not fall under harmful category are not are patentable. So what does that mean in practice? So, if GMO is potentially harmful, like terminating, seeds, which is genetically engineered to sterile after one use, and it cannot be patented. These seeds are force the farmers to the buy thing. On the other hand, if genetically modified, whatever I saying is, I'm just briefing out the previous lecture, previous slide actually. So, on the other hand, if the genetically modified microorganism is developed, it helps to clean the oil spills or else like produce the insulin safely. But it does not harm the human health or the environment, it can be patentable. This provision strikes a balance. It encourages the biotechnology innovations but ensures that any application must be safe, ethically and beneficial for the society. So in short, that the 3b makes section 3b makes it clear, like GMO or sensitive area, that patent will only grant to the person if they if they does not do any exploitation, and all the exploitation should be of safe and responsible. Next is like section 3c, that is mere discovery. So now let's move on the section 3c of patent talk, which talks about the mere discovery. So this law clearly says that the mere discovery of a scientific principle, or the formulation of an abstract theory, or the discovery of any living things or non-living things substances big occurring in nature is not an invention. So what does it mean? It means that just a finding something that already exists in nature, or coming up with a general principle which does not qualify for the patents. Patents are meant to protect the human creativity and new applications, not the natural discoveries. So now let's take the few examples, that Newton's law of motions. They are scientific principles and they are valuable knowledge, but they cannot be patented because they are universally truth, not human made inventions. Superconductivity phenomenon, discovering the certain materials become superconductor at low temperature in the scientific fact. But unless you invent a new material or the device that applies this property in the novel way, you cannot patent the phenomenon itself. The property of material, for example, discovering the certain metal can withstand the high mechanic shocks. This property itself is not patentable. But if you create a new industrial applications like shock resistance alloy for aerospace, or that can be patentable. And discovery of microorganism in nature is just a finding of new bacteria in the soil. It's not about um, patentable. But if you are genetically modifying it to clean the oil spills, that can be patentable. So discovery of natural gas or minerals, again finding them is not an invention. But if you develop to refining or extraction process, that can be patented. So the key messages here is the discoveries are not an inventions. Knowledge alone is not enough, but patents are given only when that knowledge is applied to for creativity solve any real world problems. This ensures that the natural resources and scientific principles remains free for everyone, and while they still regarding as an genuine innovations. Thanks for watching. So far, we have seen about the Patent Act sections of Section 3C and D, 3B and C. So, I'll concluding that always we have to discover the inventions which it should have the creativity and novelty, and the creativity of should be very meaningful, and it should be help the human society, which it should not get exploitations. Thanks for watching. In next lecture, we'll be discussing about sections of patents. Thank you.